So I want to talk about fighting game mains. So we got Donkey Kong here, and we also have Roy. See, now I'm kind of going based off of what I look like. Like, my character should look like me, and the characters that look like other people should be used by other people. It's like a rare opportunity for someone to actually look like this, so I may as well make him my own. But that still doesn't even narrow it down. There's Donkey Kong. He's got an orange setting. There's Roy. There's Bowser. Shulk even has a weird costume. But I also have played a lot of Pokemon, so I kind of want to do Mewtwo. And Pikachu is the number 2 tier from a game I've actually played. I can't really do Joker because I've never played his game, and he looks way more like my friend. Check out his YouTube channel at Smart Idiot. So, like, maybe I should do Pikachu, but he doesn't look like me. I don't want to look like a tiny mouse. But do I want to play as Diddy Kong because he has a baseball cap like I wear, a yellow one? Do I play as Palutena because she's like my biggest crush and like one of the higher rated characters? Do I go for Rob because I want to work with computers? It's just a weird way to commit your time. Like, if you're spread out, you're not going to be good with any character, so you'll never actually win. And then you have to choose between the characters from all the other games as your main in your main series. Like, this one has 40 characters. I like this show. I want to play as a lot of those. I mean, there's the DC one where you get to be all the superheroes, and then there's the second one. Do you play the earlier installment, or do you play the newer one? And then there's like Street Fighter. I could be like another 40 of those guys, and then Soul Calibur is badass. We got Marvel vs. Capcom. That's got a lot of cool and recognizable characters for people who don't play many fighting. And then I got like Pokken Tournament here, which has got a lot of some beautiful graphics and some good characters. I got that one. Yeah, I just showed you this. One Strike is really cool. Like, it's brings the fighting game down to the bare bones, so you really have to get good at it. And then there's Nidhogg, and there's Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Do I play Dragon Ball Fighter Z because Dragon Ball Z is amazing and the best-selling comic since the 90s? Or do I go into BlazBlue? Like, I think between all those, there's 500 characters I get to choose from. Or, like, do I just keep playing the character I'm used to? Because I'm most used to Bowser, but after, like, 6 hours of playing with Bowser online, you pretty much master the character. There's nothing more to him. You use your fire, do your 40 damage, and then just... And then you can't spike or anything, because he'll die. And he gives you some bad habits because you hit him and he's got his like super armor. Like, who cares? So like you do him, and then you have to outgrow him and go on to like some other character, like, I don't know, Donkey Kong or Pac-Man or whoever, Ganon. And then you're like, is fighting games even the genre of game I want to be good at? Like, what if I want to go more in racing? Or, you know, do some Forza, whatever. And then you're like, why even play games at all? Why not just cut it all out? Why not just go into, like, music or something? Because, like, the audience for Smash Bros. Tournaments is, you know what they look like, but the audience for, like, orchestras is the Pope. The Pope shows up at those. Like, look at this. There he is. That's the Pope. You know who he is? No, you don't. No one's heard of me. And then this is the best two
Air dodging to the ledge!
in the world. There's like
Waiting for the third jab. So smart. He's going to try to go low. Can he spike it? He mistimes it. He grabs the ledge. And with that, MK Leo defeats Tweak to be your 2019 EVO champion. You can dread it. You can run from it. But in the end, MK Leo will arrive in grand finals.
MK Leo!
No, the Pope's not coming.
He is your champion right now.
And don't get me wrong. If you don't play video games, you don't have guy friends. That's what happened. Like maybe you could get more broad attention with music or whatever, but you can't get people to play with you, because like you can't just hand someone an instrument and expect them to have any fun. Like with art and music, you have to really set your mind on the finished product, because the steps to the finished product are going to be terrible. You're going to be disappointed for so long. But it's great when you can get a song stuck in someone's head, and then they're thinking about that song all day, and by extension you. Like it's a lot easier to get through to people through their ears than to get someone to watch something with their eyes. But then you're like, there's 40,000 songs uploaded to Spotify every day. You're not gonna probably be able to compete with the professionals like that. And don't get me started on even picking the instrument in the first place, or outgrowing an instrument, or whatever. People will care more about your music if you're already attractive to begin with, so you think, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym, and then you go to the gym and you can only be there for like half an hour, maybe an hour total if you go multiple times a day. And then like what are you gonna do with the rest of the day? You can't just lift more weights. That you have a certain amount of energy you can use. And then if you're going that hard, like you can only get like a pound a month, and then so if you keep that up for 4 years, you're at your maximum muscle mass, then whatever. Then you'll wonder if it even did you any good, because at that point you're just intimidating everybody. So you'll think, maybe I should just, use my free time working. But then you think, oh, maybe working isn't the best way to get money. Maybe my job's gonna get replaced with automation, and maybe I'm gonna lose it without having actually accumulated any skills, things that add value. And you're like, maybe I should be learning how to code. And then they want you to be in school for 6 years to do that. There's not really any shortcuts. Like I checked out some of those coding boot camp things, and employers don't care that I went to them. And so learning things outside of college is like kind of not really going to be relevant to your life, because it's not being validated through grades. Like they can't verify the quality of your work outside of a school. And then you'll think, oh, college is a huge risk. You could spend so much money on it, and then you might not even make it all the way through, and end up having to go back to the crazy job and not have gotten any relevant skills like I just talked about. And then you'll start thinking, what could I actually commit to as a career that makes a lot of money, so that I could make it all the way through the 6 years? So while you're thinking, you're trying to figure out something that doesn't take all that much effort, so that you can figure out what automation is and what you can commit to. So you start playing Smash Bros. And you're thinking all your thoughts and trying to notice some patterns. And then you wonder who you should play as. So thanks for watching my little rant. I hope it's everything you hoped it would be.